Hey everybody, today I want to talk to you about your sphere of influence. And when I say that, I'm thinking about things that are within our sphere of control, our sphere of influence, and things that are outside of our sphere of influence. Now there are lots of things that are outside of our control. Right now there's a global pandemic, and that's completely out of our control. But there are certain things that are inside our sphere of influence. And so the way that I like to think about it is facts, unchangeable circumstances, are often the things that are outside our sphere of influence. But there are certain things that are inside. For example, how we choose to internalize those facts. What are the stories that we're telling ourselves? And so if we can look at a given situation and we can identify what's outside our sphere of influence, like for me, it was blindness. If we can identify what that is outside our sphere, and then inside our sphere of influence, how do we choose to internalize that? What's the meaning we attach to that? How can we make that situation acceptable? How can we paint a vision of, for me, for example, my blindness? How can I envision a situation to where I'm blind and I can make it acceptable? I can make it look good. Because once we can start changing these circumstances that we're not happy about and paint a picture that looks great for us, then we can start looking at things that are inside our sphere of influence and start identifying, okay, things that are inside my sphere of influence. Maybe it's my job. Maybe it's whether or not I have the skills to get a job. Those are things that I can look at and start identifying the gaps between my new vision that I've created that can inspire me and the things that I can control. Things like getting a skill or getting a job and then advancing in my career. And so this is true for all of us. As we look at 2020 and the pandemic and the economic disruption and the social disruption, I think we all have to really step back and ask ourselves, how can we make this situation look good? What does good look like? Because if you can never step back and identify what great looks like in your unchangeable circumstances, your odds of success are not very good. Keep following your best you. Stay tuned, and we'll have more videos to help you become the best version of yourself.